Hello, this is my first YouTube video on silver, and I heard something really interesting on Gold Seek Radio a few weeks ago I wanted to share. This caller to Gold Seek Radio on November 19th mentions, how we all know that silver is undervalued when priced in gold, when we measure it by the gold-silver ratio. But this caller does some further analysis, and that indicates that silver's very undervalued when priced in copper and nickel and some other metals. So I'd like to share this analysis because I thought it was pretty interesting.
Hello, this is Stephen, and now I wish to take advantage of your invitation and share with you some information about my perspective concerning the price of silver. According to the gold-silver ratio, the price of silver is undervalued by at least a factor of 3 to 1, but only when it is compared directly to gold. The question I had about a year and a half ago was, is it gold that is overpriced or is it silver that is underpriced? I started to wonder how silver and gold would measure up against some of the other metals, but which other metals should be considered in order to get a useful comparison? Well, after studying the periodic table of elements, I noticed that the 4 precious metals form a perfect square. And if you decide to add copper and nickel that appear directly above them, it then forms a very nice symmetrical rectangle. These 6 industrial metals are all either precious, or at least precious enough, as in the case of nickel and copper, to have been used in coins, those being the copper pennies and 5-cent nickels that we are all familiar with. I then decided that these were the metals that I would use to calculate the new ratios, and thus the price that silver should be. These ratios were calculated by using the metal's price and its abundance in nature, as has always been done with gold and silver. After gathering the data, doing the ratios, and then extrapolating the price, it turned out that while gold is fairly priced, silver is way underpriced compared to each of the other 4 metals in the rectangle, just about like it is when compared to gold. This additional evidence from the new ratios further convinced me that silver was the buy of the century. While it has gone up over the last year and a half, the other metals have gone up also, so the situation is about the same. So I continually ask myself, why is silver so low in price compared to the other metals in its class? Maybe there is something that I forgot to consider, but it does seem that none of the other metals are being manipulated to the extent that silver is. Well, thanks for letting me share this with you, and I certainly look forward to hearing about the results that others might get when they calculate these different ratios themselves.
First time call.